Hey guys, Harley here from Gallery Store. Today I'll be doing a review on the Adidas Originals EQT Cushion support that has just been released by Adidas. I'll also be doing a quick comparison with the EQT ADV support and just compare cushioning and the differences in upper and fit also. So straight off the bat, first thing that's noticeable is the overall aesthetic with the shoe. It looks quite blocky and chunky in the heel. On foot it doesn't look as chunky. On foot it's not as noticeable. So you've also got the signature heel on most EQT shoes, and you've got a full knitted upper across here. So you've got the digi print all on the upper here. Got some pretty cool detailing all through there. You can see a bit of texture close up. From distance you can't really notice it, but you can also see some tape detailing up there, and that tape detailing is just printed on the upper. That's not separated at all. That is all one piece, purely for aesthetic as well. You notice that this tape detailing, that is not stitched to the upper, which I think is some wicked detailing here.
Wow!
And also one thing I noticed about the construction of these as well is that the attention to detail was really good. So as you can see, it is not stitched on. That's all separated. You've got the leather EQT lace lock, taping detailing on the interior of the shoe there. Another noticeable mention is that the tongue is also knit. With most of the previous EQT shoes and other sort of releases, the tongue is usually mesh, a different sort of mesh compared to the upper. In comparison to the ADV support, the ADV support has a full meshed, it's like more of a sock line fit. The cushioning doesn't have that. So you see there is separation between the tongue and the upper there. EQT branding on the inner sole, herringbone pattern on the outsole there as well. Another noticeable mention is the midsole and outsole. The midsole is made up of two separate pieces of EVA. So you've got this, it's more of a foam EVA, it's not quite like Boost, but it is very soft and cushioning. I guess that's why they call this the ADV cushion. So you've just got extra cushion. It's a lot more soft compared to your standard EVA, but you've also got this outer cage here. You can see the different gradient. That is a different form of EVS. It's a little bit more structured compared to the inner part. In terms of fit of these, the toe is a lot more boxier. I'll show you a video of me having these on foot just so you can see what they look like. They actually look a lot better on foot, like I mentioned before. In terms of sizing on the EQT cushion, I definitely recommend going true to size on these. I'll compare the ADV cushions with the ADV support so you can kind of see the comparison between the two. The shape is quite similar, but the fit and everything feels completely different. I found with my foot, I've got a really wide forefoot and I've really struggled to get into the ADV supports. I guess they call these ADV support for a reason, just to give you a little bit more support around the foot. In terms of cushioning, there pretty much is next to no cushion in the ADV support. I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's not as good as the EQT cushion, which is this one here. Let's see what they look like on foot. The thing I thought was a cool noticeable mention is that you've also got a lace lock on the inside of the upper. So the lace lock is tucked on the inside of the upper there. So that's it for the Adidas Originals EQT Cushion ADV. Feel free to drop any questions below and then we'll answer them as quickly as we can.